screen. In a paddy wagon with 16. Should have been in the pen, but now my pen rang with morphine. I heal niggas. Touchdown with morphines. I kill niggas. Audio crack, cat keys to meal ticket. Cardio lap was running for dead life, but now I'm running the map. Bitch, I'm getting it up. Picture little whole me giving a fuck from what a fuck nigga gotta say. Nigga, you never be Jay, never be Nas, never be Snoop nor Dre. You ain't get killed in Vegas or hit a suburban. Nigga, Puff Daddy wasn't your favorite. So many washed up with detergent, but I don't dry tears like Jet Feet. Man, I'm on purpose like blah. When I'm 14 like blah. If they had another magazine like blah, and a young nigga get blah. I kill them all when they tryna kill my block. I am the bad, the good, got the last, the hood, got the last. That would try to pass a good job. And Sean's a black Beatle, the 9 and 10 second drum solo. Bitch, yeah, what's up?
Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Wagwan. She made the black and white. This is the Black Kings Frequency.
In the black and white.
Yes sir.
Yeah.
Only on the Black Oak Fire Network.
Man.
By yours truly, HR, the mother effing messenger.
The one and only Gamlish.
Yes sir. Man's looking dapper in it.
Hey, shout out
What's
to the
going
SD.
on? Have we lost another
What?
one to the slave machine?
Nah, man.
Man.
Shout out to the SDGs, man. So, I had to attend something that was SDG related.
Okay. To the people.
To the
who don't know, man.
Sustainable Development Goals.
Come on.
Yeah, it's a whole global thing. Especially being bankrolled by the government and different bodies.
Yeah.
So we had a breakfast thing about that. So you gotta dress the part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
We still street niggas, but you
Suited and booted up.
you can't show him that you're a street nigga still. But like it's like the whole transition. You get what I mean? Yeah. So
I actually saw him say his best look was the one that he had the short hair with the suit. It's like I missed that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've done the suits thing. I don't miss suits. From time to time, if you're lucky enough, you'll see me in official. If you're lucky enough, but yeah, I like my sweatpants, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yondo na bamba.
na donjo. You know how old that sheng is. Kudonjo.
I know, man. Unajua unaonyesha una belong to.
It's like kusema
again.
It's like kusema puru.
Ooh. Man. Puru. Finji.
Bad,
Manze with the N. Manze. Hey yo, man, that's great. Good times.
Zina donjo though.
Zina donjo, you feel me? Yeah, man, this is the Black Kings Frequency.
Yeah, don't join.
Don't join, you feel me? Banjukai.
But you can join.
Yeah. And if you join us, Banjukai will be conjoined.
Yeah.
Yes, bam.
Yeah, but to everybody, man, on TikTok, welcome.
Yes, see some people checking in.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shout out to Mbula. Shout out to Mbula sounds like what we're talking about. This is Shengs Akitam.
You know? Mbul.
Shout out to Ben. Shout out to Jackie. Shout out to you. Ben, Rugut, Faye, everybody, man. You feel me? And today, it's very fitting that one of us is dressed informally.
Okay.
And the other one,
very formal.
Very formal.
God damn, it's like we planned this.
And we're talking about formal employment versus informal / entrepreneurial work.
Well, okay, for me, personally, I feel like that's such an easy choice to make.
Okay.
But it depends with where you're starting from.
Okay.
You get. But I'll pose it back to you, right? Would you rather be a slave or a master? Would you rather have your life dictated, or would you rather be in charge of it? And before we get to that, what's your work week? What do you believe of work? How many days should the work week be?
I feel a work week should be however I want that work week to be.
You know, you see, now you just spoke like a very self-employed human being.
Cause I is,
You know,
80%.
80% of the time.
Yeah. I is. Yeah.
Personally, I believe in a 3-day work week. Max.
How many hours?
It depends with you. Look, I don't. That whole subscribing to I work these many hours a day.
Yeah, because it's like I think the standard right now is a 40-hour week.
That's for the rat race. Look, get out that shit. I saw a very interesting quote today that said the witness of a rat is a rat. Yeah. If you understand, that's actually an African proverb. The witness of a rat is a rat.
Expound.
Don't be a witness to a rat, because you are innately a rat. Okay, it's like when somebody pulls up on you and tells you, "Hey, yo, look, I was chilling with this person and they were telling me this about you." I'm like, first of all, why are they telling you
About me?
Why are they so comfortable? Okay, so immediately you're the op.
Of course, there's some half-assed information you put in the app.
Exactly. So a witness of a rat is a rat. So get out the rat race, and that's where it comes to.
Yeah.
Look, you can sit there all day, every day, and say you work 5 days a week, this many hours, blah 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 blah. But are you efficient? Are you efficient in? Did you actually do meaningful 40 hours?
Or you were just working it out?
Working it out.
Yeah.
Or you were just passing time, sitting on a chair, doing nothing, just observing others. Look, there's a efficiency to it. And there's this thing that geniuses and professors usually do, where they'll work for like 30 minutes, take a break,
and then resume.
And when I say geniuses, I don't mean like IQ wise. I mean smart people who understand efficiency.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do like a 30-minute thing. You take a break for like 10, 12 minutes. You go back to it. You do another 30 minutes. You take a 15-minute break. You do something very different that actually refreshes you. You go back. Resets you. You go back to it. You do another 30 minutes. Where you get, and that's
renewed energy.
Renewed energy and renewed enthusiasm.
True.
And if you do that, you are more efficient in learning, you're more efficient with your work, you're more efficient with everything around
with time.
Even with time.
Because you are not really running in circles.
No. And that ability to let yourself refresh is underrated.
Yeah, a few months ago I was in some program in the entertainment industry focusing on producers. And when I said my mixing method, people were a bit shocked, because people believe in, sitting on the laptop and just going in for like 5 hours, trying to mix that, to tune that snare. What I usually do is I'll open the project, I'll touch it for like 30 minutes to an hour for today, and I'm done. And I'll resume tomorrow. And after 4 days, my ears are still fresh. It's not redundant. It's still fresh, and I give you good work.
You haven't listened to that verse for 70 times in a day. You get like when you're, and this is where sometimes if you're a part of the music creation journey and you're with like a producer who does the 7 hours of working on one song, by the time you're out of that studio after 3 hours, you hate that song. You're like, look, I know everything about it, man. What you mean? And it's a hard thing. But which is better between employment and self-employment? Man, it depends with where you're starting from.
Okay.
Some people are privileged enough, and that's something I always say, man. Like, for me, my biggest privilege is to be able to do what I do. Because there's no pressure from nobody to do it. I do it voluntarily. And just like you, I can say I'm like 80% employed, unemployed, or self-employed, and 20% employed. Where and as per, it's something I came to try to put into my life recently. I'm only doing 3-day work weeks. Okay. Apart from that, the rest of the 4 days are research related.
Yo, and that reminds me of this quote that I like using.
Yeah.
Be productive. Don't be busy.
Don't look busy.
Don't look busy. Don't be a busy bee. You know, because you're always rushing, doing. But at the end of the day, you haven't really achieved anything.
Because what's the point of being here?
Yeah.
What's the point of life if you don't live?
If you don't live,
You know?
And for me, I had to really struggle with, for example, let's say I wake up one day tomorrow, and I had a song to mix, and by 11 a.m. it's done. So now I used to feel bad that the rest of the day, like I need
Something to do.
nah, bro.
No.
Let me live a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Go out. What's the craziest thing ushiona kwa kaloko yako? You know, if you're always just a busy bee, you'll never see nothing crazy at your local because you're never there.
Never there.
I'm gonna pose that to you before we continue. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen at your local?
So many. Man.
Give us one.
Well, one of the more common ones is, you know, people placing their phones on, and someone just.
Fuyo.
Man, there's this old, very light-skinned lady who always has a walking stick, and zake zikishika past a certain limit, she whacks everyone with it, everyone around her.
Yeah.
And then only one guy can
calm her down. Yeah.
So it's always like seeing someone trying to tame a horse.
How old is she?
Probably like her 60s.
And anakuja kwa local. What's wrong with her?
Oh, not too much.
You know she can drink at home, right?
Hey, why? Hey, bam.
Yeah, donjo.
She's ready. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, donjo. Hey, yo.
We're bringing it back.
She needs to be reminded of her youth.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She needs to go. Oh, yo, man, I haven't told you this. Yo, so yesterday I'm coming to work. I was sexually assaulted yesterday.
Shout out to you.
By some chick. Man, it was weird as hell. So, you know us poor people. Kwa matatu. Peasants.
Yeah.
Man, tunakaa hapo hivyo tukifikiria tu taxes. So I'm chilling. Right? And then this chick pulls up like anaingia kwa matatu. Looks straight at me, smiles, and pulls up, sit next, nobody there, right? She sits next to me. She just smiling. Then she goes ahead and touches my hand like, don't touch my hand.
Ooh.
I'm like, don't touch my hand.
Yo,
You know? And then
I just got pissed off on your behalf.
You know?
Yo.
And then goes ahead and asks me, what's your name? I'm like, why? Like you're already on my
your cipher.
You shiny ball. Why are you touching my hair? I don't know you. Okay? So she's like, I'm like, why? Na mimi kwanza nikaboeka hadi nikafungua dirisha, man, pigwa na upepo. Okay. Cool down. Man. So she's there.
Know your worth, king.
You know. She's there looking at me going like, why you gotta be like this? I'm like, what the hell? Have you ever found yourself in a relationship that you didn't know you were part of? And now you're about to answer questions like, why are you like this? It's like I knew you before. You know.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
Not even like that. You don't know me.
So she's there, she's sulking, she feels very... And then akishuka, alikuwa nashukia cabanas. She's like, you wanna come with me? I'm like, nah, I ain't doing nothing with you. Okay? Man. What the hell? I was baffled, by the way. I didn't know lichea cabana. You know, I was like, what the hell is this? And I actually tried to think about it from the female's perspective. So that's what they go to.
And then like theirs is
constantly.
Yo, that reminds me, last year I even tweeted about it.
Yeah.
I walked into this fast food joint and I'm about to pay for my order.
Yeah.
And this disgustingly thick chick. Disgustingly in a good way. She comes, she was in front of me.
Yeah.
So and then I wasn't sober.
Yeah.
You know.
You're feeling good.
Yeah, but I'm just
You're feeling
in my
good.
zone, bro.
Yeah.
You know. So I noticed. I'm like, okay, I see you. And she noticed me, and her whole body turned. So the waiter is waiting for the cashier is waiting for her order, and she's like, "What's up? What's your name?" I'm like,
No, you.
Shit. I was like, me, Komajina. Komajina.
Yeah.
Hey, my names are this and this.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, so what's yours?
Yeah.
She pulls out her phone. She's like, put your number here.
God damn.
Bruv, I just found myself.
Give
it to her, and I was walking back home. I was like, wait,
what happened?
so that's what happens. That's what happens, but in such a high level of consistency.
So yesterday she's like, you wanna talk later? I ignored that question like I never heard it. I was like, fuck this, man. I don't know why I was offended, but it's from the touching my hair perspective. And then I was wearing a certain jacket with a hoodie. Like, I felt so offended. I didn't leave va jacket to you get it was
but it's such a funny realization when a woman raises you up,
you know,
with confidence. You're like, hold up, what's up?
Nah, me for me it was sexual assault. That wasn't riz.
Riz.
Nah, you don't touch my hair and then we call it riz.
That's true.
Okay? I don't know you. First of all, I don't know you, man. And you all up in my hair. I don't even know your name. And you feel confident enough to stretch your arm and touch my hair.
The Antonine.
What?
Hey, yo, man. That was a very informal way of doing things.
You know,
bringing it back to.
I'd have preferred if she'd employed me to, you know, formally employ me to
employ formal techniques
to hair touching.
But yeah, man, we want to look at some of the differences.
Yeah.
And the formal sector is governed by the government. You know, the government presides over necessary acts and rules and regulations.
Okay.
As opposed to the informal one, like you're doing your own thing.
But even the informal sector, you're affected by government policy, just not positively.
Yeah, and you only have the Minimum Wages Act.
Yeah, plus, they can tax you still.
But
they can raise the taxes.
They can raise the taxes to affect you.
So let me ask you this: does government tax Jokali people?
Indirectly, yeah.
No. Can't you pull up daily?
Well, it depends when you're happy.
Look, ask these guys down here who could repair gari kama Kanjo pulls up.
No, I'm just saying, you know, informal doesn't mean just kuchafuka mikono.
Oh yeah. It's an example.
Yeah,
it's an
example. That's true.
So, because we are talking about
you see, that's indirect taxation. Like, you're not the one who's like it's forced out of you.
Of course,
literally.
The government,
especially right now.
You know, they just and shout out to the High Court for suspending the charges that were
being pushed by Taxmekistan.
Look, 1,000 bob to get an ID, something that was free. Do you know how many chiefs are about to get Maklande Wenyeni Mapeng from Ocha just because she doesn't have that 1,000 bob?
Yeah.
Do you know how many?
Yeah.
It's crazy. You lose your ID now.
Yeah.
That's 2 bands.
2 bands.
For you to get your ID back, up from 100 Kenyan shillings
to 2 bands.
From $1, well, about 0.85 cents. From that to 2,000.
Yep.
So, guess what that does? It affects voting blocks.
Of course.
You know.
Of course. I saw someone say they should now start adding people's phone numbers on ID cards. Nicole tu.
Na kujenga punch. Na kujenga punch ndugu.
It's crazy, man. It's
But
crazy.
if you were a smart man, you'd start like an ID collection center, where now if like you go collecting IDs from places where people have them,
in clubs,
there's
in matatus. Yeah.
and then if you see self-employed, if you lose your ID, you can come check at my location
At a fee.
At a fee.
It's
We'll
not
see.
guaranteed.
Of
but-
course, it's not, but come check.
And it's alphabetically arranged.
Everything,
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You come, you check. If you get it, nikanje ndugu. Yeah. If you don't, look at lipe serikali.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
Another one of the biggest differences, in formal employment, you're entitled to social security benefits.
Man.
You know, like, especially if you have a good gig. You know,
Define formal employment.
formal employment.
Yeah.
There is an employment contract. You went through the whole employment hiring process.
Okay.
You get a JD,
Okay.
a job description,
Okay.
and a contract. You get rules and regulations, report to, there's a HR, there's a whole structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying our local ISPs
Are local.
are local.
Period. You know, but yeah, man, you're entitled to social security benefits. While if you're outside informally or just practicing entrepreneurship, you're not entitled to any social security benefits. It is you versus the world.
But it's true. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this now. Why do you think a lot of people don't like being self-employed?
Because it's
Because since we were kids, right, it's always been like, go to school,
to get a job,
get a job,
get job security.
yeah,
Yeah.
get a family, nunua kashamba, blah, blah, blah,
I
blah,
think
blah.
it's the false security it gives. The false security.
Why false?
False because it's not, it doesn't really cover you like that. One, you're told to work for
5 days.
40 years. 5-day work
5
for
days.
40 years. And then get like a stipend of, I don't know how many,
Pension.
hundreds of thousands, which is supposed to last you for your next 30 years. Magically.
Magically.
It's supposed to last you,
Yeah.
you know? And then a few things happen. One, either pension scam happens.
Yeah.
The same in Haiko.
The previous regime.
Yeah. Yeah. Another instance would be you just get fired, you know? And especially that was really evident during COVID. People had, you see now this is how you know it's false security.
Yeah.
You are assured of a salary, a gross and net salary after every 30 days. It's a certain amount, and maybe the contract says after 2 years you can revisit for maybe a pay rise. And let's say you're getting 150,000 every month. Kamlesh goes and takes a loan, gets a Subaru.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey man, you shift to Kilimani, get
You know.
60,000 one bedroom apartment.
Man.
You know? Because see, it's coming every month.
Yeah.
And I see I'm employed.
I got it.
There's a contract.
Yeah.
And then something like COVID happens. And they're like, oi, you know, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Where the sun don't shine.
You feel? So that's what I mean by the false security. As much as people, it's convenient because you know it's assured almost.
Yeah.
After 1 month, I have my 30,000.
Yeah.
So I know rent and fare and food and whatnot. I'm good, I'm sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because personally, when I look at formal employment, like let's say you're a civil servant, there's some perks to it, especially civil service.
True. Trade unions.
Trade unions, there's some perks to it, but the pay is shitty. First of all, you better be aware of that. But there's the perks to it, the easy loans, the
Unapiganiwa.
yeah,
You have a
the
whole body behind you.
you know in Kenya, if you're a civil servant, you're basically unfireable.
That's what the man like I told you.
You know, no, not even that.
Yeah.
Look, you get employed by government.
You're
Okay.
you're in there.
Let's assume, give me a parastatal.
Kenya Power.
So now you're formally employed by Kenya Power. Like, it's not a contract. You have and they have these job grades, the salary grades and whatever. You're in that system.
Yeah.
Do you know to get fired will take like 2 years
To follow now the formal
procedure.
procedure.
And somebody will get tired. Stop
Like,
this whole shit.
Let's focus on
And nobody ever in the civil service ever goes like, kwenda kufuta kazi. You know, it's always like, tutakulia wapi. You know,
Yeah.
it's like the most job secure place you can get in
the
civil
only
service.
way they can threaten you is maybe through transfers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they do to cops.
Yeah, but you're still entitled to some perks.
That's why you see all these youngins from the east side really struggling to get into Kanjo.
You eat good.
You eat
Not from your boss,
no,
but you eat good.
you eat good.
Yeah, you'll be eating.
You know, and there's the you'll have dental, you'll have healthcare.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was a kid, I never knew people pay for hospital.
Yes, you know,
bills.
badly.
So I always had like a medical card or whatever.
They swipe it.
Yeah, and so when I'm sick, all I'd see my dad do is
card.
we'd go and he'd issue a card, and in my whatever was like, maybe that's how you pay. You give them cards. You know, that's what I thought until I had to learn about the insurance policy, blah 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 blah. But it's such a good. There's some perks to it.
There's some perks.
Yeah,
There's some perks.
because for a lot of people, we talked about. I don't know if it was on screen or it was behind the scenes kind of thing, where we were saying more business people should be honest when they're asked how's business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Business is good.
No.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah.
It is not good.
Panda Shuka.
Panda Shuka. How's business? Yeah. We hanging in there. Last week was tough. I don't know if we'll be there next week. So, but we're trying today.
You see what I love about the informal side is when it's good.
It's good.
Hey, yo.
It's rosy.
Hey, yo.
When it's bad.
Hey. Yo, I have a cousin of mine who's employed.
Yeah.
And he's always like, bro, how do you manage to just be alive? I don't think I could survive not knowing next week.
Nikona do
Like, hey, we thriving in it. Thrive in the chaos and disorder.
You know, especially when you're formally educated, can get into the formal sector, but you choose not to.
Yeah.
Siblings and parents don't really understand it.
don't
Like,
get it.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, man, I've gotten so much shrapnel from those explosions. Like,
Funny.
unajua pesa ninge I'm like,
Yeah, but that's
oh
wrong,
man,
man. That's
oh man. No, but I was younger. You know,
No, I get it, but still.
he's strong as hell.
Strong, man.
Yeah, but it's all African parents, man.
It's like it was his right.
Yeah, you were look.
You were meant to.
If you didn't take me to school, you'd be in jail, my G.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Especially like if you have a daughter and you don't take her to school.
Hey, yo.
Chief kwako asubuhi. Na amehata tu lesson mbili za asubuhi. Unaget. But let the boy child not go to school. We shall figure out 4 years later tukiona na kijana anashindanga tu akitembea na mang'ombe. I thought he was in school. Nah, he's a hard boy nowadays. You know. It's okay. Unajua maisha ni ngumu kwa wanaume. That's the rhetoric.
It's expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's expected, man. You know. Yeah, but coming back to the former workplace,
Yeah.
You ask,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what's so for example, the workplace, you have to wear as you have worn professional attire.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta keep regular working hours
Mm-hmm.
with no excuse,
Mm-hmm.
you know, unless it's
Death.
do you part. You work in the same place every day,
Uh-huh.
every single day,
Yeah.
and you earn a regular salary or an hourly wage.
The monotony.
Yes.
The monotony
you
is
say-
what kills you.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's like that.
you
that
know.
click
Now,
every day.
now I want you to
Yeah.
think about it like this. You work in a cubicle. Okay? Like you have, it's like a partitioned desk. Now, this is your cubicle.
Yeah.
Every day it's all white. You have a computer there and your office supplies.
Your files. Yeah.
And let's assume you're an accountant just to make it more benign,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You're sitting there doing the same thing over and over in the same place that doesn't change,
Same time,
over and
every
over
single day.
for like 10, 15, 20 years. I understand why most of our parents were pissed off about life.
Of course, and we, like I've seen scenarios where a guy just retired, but after 2 weeks he's back.
Yeah,
Just to say hi, like, hey, yeah, it's all I know.
routine.
What am I supposed? What do you mean I can wake up at 10 in the morning and then do what?
I have this friend of mine that hata saa mbili hawezi fikisha. Ati awake at 8 p.m. Boys struggling. Okay? But at 2, he's awake.
2 in the morning.
2 a.m. in the morning.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
A.m. being after midnight.
After midnight. Usingizi imeisha.
Why?
I don't know. We were asking him that the other day.
Yeah.
And he couldn't tell us because the truth of it is there's a problem there.
Yo, but alright, so what I would say is what the gospel you like preaching,
Yeah.
therapy works.
Therapy works.
The stigma,
By the way, like
yeah,
look,
yeah.
go for therapy. Whatever is bothering you. Because as a man, you should be at least be able to get to midnight while you're okay.
Man.
But the fact that Sambili, bro. You're
Not
struggling.
Bailey. 6.
6. You're struggling.
5.
You're like, I need this now. You know, no.
Something's up with you.
You know, there's something going on. And as a friend,
Yeah.
as somebody who cares about you,
Yeah.
I'm here. We can talk about it. Fungua roho. Don't suffer by yourself.
Feel me?
It's not that serious.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Very,
Yeah.
very. But I think he's suffering from the informal employment thing. I think he's trying to figure out how to get formally employed.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole thing. Yeah, kama umejiandika kazi unatafuta kakazi.
Hey man, I'll keep the homie in
Yeah,
we good graces, blessings.
we pray for him.
Yeah.
We are currently seeking therapists.
Yeah.
If you're a therapist that does pro bono work, therapize this man. Okay, he needs it. This man has been struggling. He
man.
says it started in high school.
Ooh.
What changed?
Ooh.
What changed? You know
What happened?
what happened?
What was the transition?
Ah man, but
Story for another day.
as I blend into the seat.
Yeah. Story for another day.
Yeah.
One of another huge difference is compensation. You see, in the informal sector, compensation varies either in the task that you've done or how the employer feels.
Yeah. That day.
You feel me?
Unajua siko poa.
Yeah, man.
Leo tunakula kamia tano.
Yeah. But in the formal sector, it's standard, it's assured, you know. Yeah, man. So, just choose. Where would you rather be?
But this is the thing, right? Let's calculate it a bit, right? Let's assume you're for a civil servant, right? 50 bands, okay? Per year, you're making 600,000.
That's 600K.
Okay.
Is this gross or net?
Let's say net.
Okay.
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 Let's say net. 600 bands.
Mm-hmm.
How long does that person have to work to get to? Let's assume he started working at 25. Right? So he'll retire at 60.
60.
So what is 60 minus 25?
Man, that's like 35.
Right?
Yeah.
So
35 years.
So for 35 years, right?
Literally that's all your years of youth.
So in his entire life he'll have made 21 million.
That's one of 35 years. And this is not 21 million revenue. This is just, this is no profit. It's just you earnings.
Now, how much is it to educate a child in Kenya? This is where it baffles me when people go out there seeking formal employment. Especially in the civil service. I keep talking about the civil service because it's very mundane. And the chances of progress, unless you know somebody, are very low.
True.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you're a good business person, if you make your money good, if you know the tricks of the trade, if you're doing something you love, something that you want to go into something, you can make that 21 million in a year.
Of course.
I know people who've done it.
Yeah. And that's just, some light.
Some light.
Yeah.
Look at there's the car yard guy, this guy that sells cars.
Hey. Shout out to
You know.
Hey. Shout out to the young man.
You know.
Hey yo.
That man lives.
No, that man does not live good. His son.
Yeah. Lives good. I remember when I was in high school, we used to do tuition at South Sea for when I was in Form 1.
Man, those tuitions used to be fun. That was when you closed school.
Amazing. Amazing. Right?
Yeah.
So there was these guys that would come from Mutaiga, right? And their dad was like a surgeon. Okay. And not just a surgeon, but a surgeon in London.
Big time.
Man, like they had a chauffeur, they were moneyed themselves, like they used to live life like it's a by the way. Like everything was available. You get so, and then his dad had his own practice over here, so it was a extra tunes everywhere. And then he's a surgeon in London, okay, who does consultancies back in Kenya. He was actually a spinal surgeon, so and consultancy is 100 bands plus blah 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 blah. Ah man, that man used to, those boys, it was different. I remember that is the first time I didn't really talk on a name sababu ya mse
Monday.
Man, her name was Alexis, man. Yeah, good girl. Yeah, man. She just hopped into that whip and left.
Yeah, just like that.
Now, niliacha hapo like, huh?
Yeah, but you see, kuna those scenarios where you're like, hey.
So
shout out to you. You have won this round.
In this instance,
you have won this round.
Won
this round.
It's yours.
So the other jam.
And then there's a former governor whose daughter is a childhood friend of mine. Like you could see the trajectory of how their life changed once because her dad was a politician, right? They used to live in South Sea. Shout out to Voss. And now when you're a politician, it's always ups and downs before you actually major, but then after devolution, whoa,
landslide. Yeah.
That girl moved to Canada real quick.
Hey, yo.
Canada real quick and just left. I don't think she's back yet.
You feel me? I think in both sides there are some positions that make sense.
Yeah.
Because you see on informal employment like medicine, law, architecture.
But when you say law, you have to be very specific. If you're a named partner in a law firm, you'll make money.
Of course.
But if you're just out of KSL, these people have long working hours.
That's true. That's true.
What?
Wait, but then the workload is constant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the hours.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yo, so I remember, you know, when you were young and unataka kuwa nini when you grow up, I used to say lawyer. Yo, and then I went to campus and I did business law and I did another unit for law. And I was like, this is just one unit. Bruv. These people studied this like in its entirety. 7-8 units for 7 years. Nah, it's not for me. But like as I was saying, in the formal sector, the technical side of things makes sense. If you're a surgeon, you know, if you're a nurse, you can work in the same spot for like years, because that's another benefit of formal employment. Is it offers long-term employment terms, you know. While the informal sector, it's almost need-based, project-based. So, but maybe we'll call, we're a big hotel or a big cruise ship. We'll call summer employees because we need help with the traffic, and then we need you to help the main guys after summer is over, you know.
But if you're self-employed, like I go there, you know, like she's making tunes, she's not waiting for seasons, you know. There's a side to this, and that's where I keep talking about the SME, especially. So today morning we were having that conversation with the SDG people. Yeah. So we were having a conversation about the scalability of the industry. So it was SDGs, but in particular it was renewable energy. Sustainable renewable energy, to be specific, because there's renewable energy, but then there's sustainable renewable energy. So the scalability of the industry, especially in this country, and so many industries in this country that you can get into, employ yourself, and scale them into where now you formally employ people. You get so. The terrain, the topography of the business terrain in this country is not favorable to scalability to blue chip. You get? Because number one, the financial structures are not there. You rely on banks. Banks don't always provide the best financial tools.
Of course.
They might provide some
business,
but if you had like hedge fund or a VC firm, they provide a different type. It's still the same funds, but with better benefits. So you look at that structure like that. It's just a handful of organizations that are not innately even Kenyan. Okay, you look at like Hiva Fund, you look at Savannah Fund and all those things, and you'll find that it's like 3, 4, 5 financial institutions that cater to as angel investors into things, and also as the rollout of scalability comes into play. So the amount of funding they can give to one business is limited. Okay, because they have, let's say, $5 million this year, and they have to sort out 100 businesses. And then, if you understand how business works, you won't, in certain areas, you won't make profits for like even a year or two. So if you have an angel investor that only can give you this much,
this figure,
it's your ability to go to a certain
and it's by design.
Your ability to go to a certain point
limited.
Is limited, and it takes way longer.
True.
Okay, so there is a lot that should be done for us to get there, like to whatever. But
in hindsight,
if we are to look at informal employment,
the potential is exponential, you guys.
Exponential. If
As
only
long as you get your
target market, and you have people backing you to get you there.
And you're converting people every single time.
You know. And we were having a conversation, and somebody said something. You will know that you're doing bad when you have the same customers for like 3 weeks. Okay. Like if you're
it's
constant,
flat.
It's flat. You'd rather be losing customers, not really,
but faces.
But you need new faces. That's why you see all these blue chip companies. Their biggest budget is always marketing, branding, blah blah blah. Not even paying the people, but visibility.
Brand visibility.
Because that's how they make sure that they always acquire new customers.
True.
You get. That's why when you look at advertising as a field, it's a very niche thing. Like hautapata Vibes Radio wakiuza mashamba, waki-advertise mashamba, utaipata Inoro. You get. Henny won't be on
in East Lands, target marketing.
And even if you look at the billboards, if you look at the TV ads,
it's very targeted.
It's very targeted. So if you understand your market, you can see how you can pinpoint and accurately.
And if you look at even some of the biggest farms globally, started off as informal projects, and people just took risks. Started out in garages, and bedrooms,
and kitchens, Because and it's all a matter of belief, Like if you believe in yourself and what you're doing,
and in such a way that you can convince me, to believe half as much. I'm sold. And let's go.
And that's why you're told no matter whatever business you're in sales. Okay? Because you're in the business of selling yourself. Okay? So if you or anyone else can get something that they like to do, something that they love to do, and you feel like you can hack this, don't let the negative outward voices in. Okay, you need to create a siege mentality.
True.
Okay, where now it's this or this or this.
It's foolproof.
It's just you against everything that is not supporting you.
You see, you almost need to be delusional.
Of course.
Like the self-belief needs to come from a point of delusion.
Where people let me give you an example. Who's the richest man in the world?
Elon.
Now, assume you're an investor and this is Elon pitching you this. What do you want to do, Musk? So, I want to create electric cars, okay? And I'm gonna beat Toyota. I'm gonna get everybody
out of the market,
and only electric cars will be viable.
What?
You mean you want to get Mercedes-Benz out? Do you want to create technology that you patent and lease out to these people? No. I want to create cars, my own. Create a smart factory that doesn't employ as many people, that can almost self-assemble. What I have is their biggest patent, by the way, Tesla, is their batteries. If somebody hacks better energy storage mechanisms than Tesla,
it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
And he knows that.
And Now imagine being the investor being pitched at.
Then the investor will be like, first of all,
Mhm.
I have shares in the Middle East
Yeah, on oil.
on oil and fossil fuels.
Yeah,
What are you trying to tell me? That this is a more viable option? Makes no sense.
it makes no sense.
Mhm.
So, and I bet you this. So, did you know the story of him building Tesla and SpaceX?
Mhm.
So, he got a payout of, is it 180 million from PayPal,
Yeah.
right? Put 80 in SpaceX, put 100 million in Tesla.
In Tesla.
Okay,
Yeah.
didn't have rent money.
But
Used
they
to sleep.
spent millions.
Used to sleep in his office.
Mm.
You know, literally.
That's what the delusion comes, bro.
You get, and
Imagine the shorty he was with at the time.
he's divorced.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
She left
It was like, yo, you just spent 180.
on ideas, and they're crazy ideas to the point where number one is so SpaceX started as a lower orbit payload delivery system company. That means they send stuff to space, satellites, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, and the whole difference between SpaceX was this: they were going to make whatever that are reusable banners. They're whatever's are
They
going
can
to
come down
Yeah.
and be used again. Yeah.
So
yeah.
now, first of all, the mathematics of it
Mhm.
is crazy.
Mhm.
Okay, it's just
Even to the industry, like for
Exactly.
decades, we've always gotten rid.
for
Of
for
the
NASA.
banners.
Do you know why NASA stopped using rockets?
Yeah.
They use 600 million per.
Per launch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
SpaceX uses 600,000. Okay,
Look at that scale.
look at that, and
The disparity is nuts.
it's
You know?
nuts.
It's
And
nuts.
all he did
Yeah.
was figure out where the biggest expenditure is
Yeah.
and cut it out.
So, in the same breath, Mr. Black of Fire just stepped into the building. He's saying, are you out of your mind? You and Tesla, which is about to go out of business. Tesla isn't a real electric car. Expound, Sir Keith.
Okay.
Because the technology.
Context. Well, I
Yeah.
think what he got was his context is wrong of the conversation.
Mhm.
We're not saying that
We are pro.
we are pro
We
Tesla.
are pro Elon Musk.
We are saying, okay,
Because we are not.
what we are saying is,
Yeah.
imagine being the investor, being pitched this idea.
Mhm.
Okay, imagine how you'd react to it.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of siege mentality that you need to have as an entrepreneur, as somebody who's self-employed, to believe in your own crazy ideas to the point that even people, when they say that your
When
company is
they
about to
doubt,
go
yeah,
bankrupt,
yeah.
even when people say that you're
You need to watch this movie
Yeah.
called Pain Hustlers.
yeah,
Have you?
no,
It's by Captain America. What's his name? It's by Captain
Steve Rogers.
Yeah, Steve Rogers.
No,
and-
that's actually Captain America.
Yeah, it's
No,
by
Chris
Steve Rogers.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Look at us. Steve Rogers. That means he did such a good job.
That
Yeah.
you know.
Chris Evans,
Uh-huh.
Emily Blunt,
Yeah.
and it's about the pharmaceutical industry.
Yeah.
And a company, a certain billionaire invests his millions into a drug
Mhm.
that is an anesthetic for cancer patients.
Mhm.
So it's a spray, it goes under the tongue, relieves you in seconds.
Mhm.
But now, this idea is against pharmaceutical giants that are already in existence.
Yeah.
So now it's up for this small startup to go to the individual doctors and convince them. Then Emily Blunt comes and she just goes nuts on the sales, on the marketing.
Mhm.
And they end up being millionaires, man. But
Yeah.
it ends up to buy. But
Of course.
Yeah.
Look.
The disease of more.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
No, even apart from that,
Yeah.
people you should never go up against
Yeah.
the pharmaceutical industry.
Mhm.
oil and gas, okay,
Mhm.
and big tech,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Even
Big pharma.
big tech is. Have you ever heard of how do you treat Google?
Mhm.
Google is a mountain,
Mhm.
okay.
Mhm.
You can go around them, you can go over them, but you can't move. Okay.
Mhm.
Guess who said that?
Mhm.
Elon Musk.
And Mr. Black first says Elon Musk is a phony.
Yeah.
None of that shit works. He makes the Tesla cars. What you mean though? I really wanna get where he's coming from.
I know what he's about to say, but yeah, sure. What, where do you come from with this?
Yeah. But where do you think he's coming from?
You see, let me tell you something. and
Is
this
it the
from a creator perspective, right?
He's a phony from that side.
From a creator perspective,
Yeah.
when you're a pioneer in anything, you'll never perfect it.
Mhm.
Okay. But there needs to be a spark to something.
Mhm.
Something has to spark.
Yeah, we're on TikTok, kids. You can join in.
Yeah, somebody has to spark the beginning of something, a revolution.
Yeah, and
it
then
doesn't
for,
mean
for now the people
yeah,
to come and come.
it doesn't mean you're good at it,
Mhm.
that you'll hack it,
Mhm.
but it means that you sparked the belief of something.
Mhm.
You get, like, you see, like there's so many crazy ideas that
That's true. I mean, look at the
People-
Steve Jobs.
you
Look
know,
at the
and imagine
Elon Musks.
imagine
Yeah.
if we were not brave enough to go from telephones to phones. You know,
I mean, look at M-Pesa.
look at him.
It's not Safaricom who
Now,
created it,
shout out
but
to
they revolutionized it.
Yeah, I was about.
Shout out to the homie.
I know the creator
Man, how is he though? Mentally.
works at Equity. Shout out to all the Moore University engineering students, TLE alumni.
Oh man. What? You know, from time to time when I'm using the service,
Yeah.
I think about him, man.
Really?
I'm
That-
like,
yeah,
he uses,
his own service.
but not like that.
Yeah. No, but you see, like with innovation,
Yeah.
innovation doesn't mean, like, let me give you a Kenyan example, right? Kensel, right? Kensel come into the market, they have a monopoly on mobile and everything,
Yeah.
right? They were the instigators, they
Yeah.
were the primary spark of the next revolution of communication in this country after what telecom had been doing, right? Telcom gets pushed out, Kensel comes in. But then, who actually refines the idea and makes the most money with it?
Exactly.
Is Safaricom. They were not really the pioneers, but they looked at an idea, figured out how they can make it better, and how they can make more money from it. You see, so sometimes as a creator of something, and that's why you see so many founders selling their businesses.
Of course.
You know why? Because it gets to a point where this business is bigger.
Then the one who the idea.
Even it's so big than how you fathomed. You don't know how to run it anymore. Yes, you see it, but you don't see it.
Yeah.
You get, that's when you
That's
have,
when the board of directors come.
and they tell you, look,
Yeah.
we have to do this and this. We either merge with this person or we sell off this whatever.
Yeah.
You retain a
Yeah.
minority,
Yeah.
or like a good stake, 40%.
Yeah, like
sell
a
60,
good
get
market
40,
share on your
yeah,
stocks.
on your
you know,
stocks.
but like, and we see people even hostile takeovers.
Yeah,
And they are the idea generators.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. When you're you see, the other day I was telling you I can't shut off my brain from time to time.
You also need therapy, bro.
It's not like that.
Therapize. Hashtag.
Look, kidogo ni ban man, ni burst into flames.
Yeah.
Why are you throwing that across to my face?
Yeah.
But when you're like an idea machine, of sorts. Okay? You don't even have control over what you're working on when. Like today I was telling you about whatever I was. That is something I started like 2 years ago. Okay? I had shelved it for like a year. Bah. You get. And in that time, I have worked on so many other things. Okay? So, personally, this is the weirdest thing I might say in a long time. I don't believe in hoarding ideas. I don't believe in being selfish with ideas, and I don't believe in being afraid to put your ideas like out there and like try to actualize them, or just because you're afraid somebody else will see and try to do it. You see, it's a whole in the creative industry and in the startup industry. It's a whole thing. It's a whole fear where somebody's afraid to tell you what they're working on because you might
run with it.
you might take it and steal his idea. Every idea is worthless until well executed, you know. So until you execute it well, it's useless.
And you can how many ideas are in the graveyards, bro?
You know, and that's the thing. That's
$1
why I tell you,
billion dollar ideas.
if you're able, okay, to actually go out there and be the spark to something, leave that spark wherever you will. Let somebody come light a fire with it. Okay? Don't go to the grave with a candle that never lit.
That's true.
Okay?
That's true.
Burn that candle until you can't do anymore. Nikola Tesla life. Every idea you get, try actualize it to its maximum potential. And this is you were talking about the multifaceted artists of the previous era, Michelangelo's and then Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, Da Vinci. Look at me putting that DiCaprio.
First capital doesn't understand capital. That's why we get shut down. If I get shut down, you're about to get a true bomb dropped in your mouth.
What?
You know how to grow, bro.
What you mean?
Elon Musk is a real person that made real shit. Elon Musk is a moron. He's what you call a man, like Bill Gates is for the people that actually run the planet. Bill Gates is an idiot. Bill Gates didn't build anything called fucking Microsoft. Bill Gates' family, you go back and like, we had to look up shit. HR, you understand? So go back. When did Bill Gates' father work for the Rockefellers? Understand, the Rockefellers created something called IBM. Then they gave the software IBM over to make Microsoft and Bill Gates to set him up. That's why he's running around the world doing all this bullshit he's doing now. Elon Musk is another moron, another person who got Asperger's, mostly retarded. But his family's hooked in with the Rothschild. You got one with the Rockefellers, one with the Rothschild. So understand, Elon Musk has never created shit. He's an idiot.
We didn't say he did, Keith. We only used him as an example.
Hold on. I'm talking. You also talk about capital. Things that it don't work like you think it works. Not that cut and paste. If you make any real technology, they're gonna kill you. We're over 150 years behind. You used to have free energy. The real Tesla created free energy 150 years ago. But along with J.P. Morgan, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they shut that down because they couldn't make money on it. Anything that's about, say, when did Bill Gates' daddy or granddaddy, his granddaddy worked for him too, worked for the Rockefeller family. So you're gonna find that all these people hooked up to this cabal. You don't ever know that. Just say, when did Bill Gates' daddy work for the Rockefellers? It'll show up. And you talk about Google. Google's not an independent site. You can think Google like, don't ever believe the stories you're told about a Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, and Elon Graham, whatever motherfucker's name. You ever hear this friend created Google? That's a lie. That's a lie. CIA created Google. CIA created Facebook. I'm gonna say they're gonna lie about it because Google's now hiding shit because you're starting to wake up. So what does it say? You find things, HR?
Yeah, from 1891 to 1923.
Yeah, way back in 1891, so that's his granddaddy.
Yeah.
His daddy. Now Bill Gates. See, they're not going to tell you that Bill Gates' family is a puppet family of the Rockefellers. See, we're going back to people that actually run the world. You think, oh, Bill Gates is a billionaire, he's a genius. That's what their magazines keep telling you. Bill Gates is a moron. He's an idiot. But he was put up just like Elon Musk is an idiot. You don't know, since they own all the media, oh, look at Elon Musk is a child prodigy. You're like, and you believe all that crazy shit. Elon Musk is a moron. So Bill Gates is a moron. They build these side families, so when they do their bullshit, they don't want the blowback to go on them. So when we're talking about Elon Musk, is another, his family's hooked in with the Rothschild. Dude, the goddamn this is South Africa. So everybody, this child prodigy who doesn't build shit gets down first, gets to get on PayPal, and then they take PayPal. He becomes the head of that. People trying to get rid of his ass. And like, how's this young motherfucker all this power? Because you motherfuckers who actually created this shit, you know that the real people that run the world that behind this motherfucker. That's how he got PayPal. And then he goes into Tesla. He had nothing to do with the founder of Tesla. Tesla's all fucked up. Even people that got it now, the technology is bad technology. You don't use lithium to make battery cars. And they know that. Because cars were already developed 60 years ago that ran off water. But you know what happened? The guy that created it, they put a bullet in his head. Okay? You can run cars off water. Fuck lithium batteries. Nobody be digging no mine off water. And it's unlimited. Because it regenerates. Because the guy was so brilliant, the black guy, because you can pull water out of the ether. So you can pull water straight from the sky. You would never have to stop. So, but you know what they did? He tried to patent it. And later on they found him suicided. He magically got suicided. Understand, all this technology they don't want you to drive a canvas. This whole outdated bullshit. You think it's new. It's not.
Yeah.
Tesla technology is fucking fucked up. It's old. And any real science will tell you that. That shit don't work. And you're talking about it's SpaceX. That's another farce. That's a money-making scam that his backers put together to take taxpayer money from the American people. None of that shit works. It's all a tax. It's called money laundering. Elon Musk is their money launderer. And so you think now he's not supposed to now, he's fighting against the cabal because he got Twitter or whatever the X. They let him have it to pretend he's fighting against the motherfuckers actually running the world.
Yeah.
That's called kabuki theater. That's called you control your own opposition.
Yeah.
So if he was working against them, he would never been allowed to fight. I want HR to look this up. Say NQTEL. Go to Google. Say CI. I almost say the company. NQTEL. So INQGELL. Created all social media platforms. That's the CIA. So we talk about Facebook, your Googles, your fucking TikTok. I know they listening to me now. Good. Keep listening, motherfuckers. You can shut it down. You're not supposed to know none of this. How the world really works. See, cameras think the world works on a superficial level. He thinks, yeah, get this capital and this how the banks work. It don't work like
No.
none of that shit.
That's not what we said, though.
Key, look, Key, come on, wait. I don't listen to you, but I need you to understand context. Okay, we didn't say that's how the world works. Okay, we were giving but examples of people that are. The topic is informal, formal or informal employment.
I'll talk to you later. I don't know. I came in late, so I might be missing. I came in late.
Yeah.
You buy the company.
What's the spelling again?
It's NQ.
Oh, NQTel. Yeah.
Yeah. It's anybody. They might be hiding now because I know a lot of motherfuckers are waking up.
Yeah, they're saying it's a venture capital firm.
Yeah, it's investment capital firm.
CIA, yeah.
It's called CIA. So instead of them being attached to them, they create a fake investment firm and they go out and create Google, Facebook, and they give some fake story. Oh, we found this dumbass college motherfucker named Mark Zuckerberg. They're always Jewish. They're always the cats with the small hats. These are the bankers.
Yeah.
They're always the cats with the small hats. Tell you, this Mark Zuckerberg was in college and he created something called Facebook. You out of your fucking mind? These college kids created Google. You out of your fucking mind? Same thing with Bill Gates. The same story. Bill Gates is in college. He drops out of Harvard and he creates Microsoft. You out of your fucking mind? They don't even change the story up, Gates. They don't even change the story. That's how confident they are.
Yeah.
It's the same bullshit story. Everybody's a college student.
Yeah.
And they just figure shit out. And they also now they get all this goddamn billions of dollars to start a company. They all of a sudden got billions of dollars they got. These kids, these 18 like Bill Gates, 18, 19 years old when he starts Microsoft. They all of a sudden got billions of dollars to start Microsoft.
Yeah.
And you know, at least HR writes code. Campbell writes code. Bill Gates, how can he be a computer genius? He don't even know how to write code, HR.
Yeah.
Bill Gates don't even know how to write code. But he created Microsoft.
Same as Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs was a marketing guy. Was the brain behind it.
Yeah,
Shout out to the wars, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So Steve Jobs.
Same as Steve Jobs.
Campbell writes code. Why is it Campbell's got a basic? He writes code. You know why? Because he's a nigga. That's why.
Shout out to you.
Man,
My nigga.
my nigga. Myself and I.
Yeah.
And that's why. So understand that though. Bill Gates said, Jesus said what? The motherfucker don't even know how to write code. He never created this crazy shit. He was giving money. Just like Elon Musk is a moron. Yeah, that shit he created. That SpaceX is fraudulent. All it is a money laundering scheme to get money back to his handlers. You know, all of a sudden, this young kid gets all these American government contracts. For what? What did he do? Well, he never been a smoker. He never been Tesla. He never been PayPal. So he's going to give him billions of dollars in American rocket science contracts. You out of your fucking mind. Some kid at 22, 23? No. His handlers put him, that's a goddamn kickback scheme. He ain't built shit. Why you ain't went to the moon yet? Oh, my rockets keep blowing up. But they said they went to the moon 50 years ago.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is get the fucking update the shit. You're supposed to be a kid genius. Take the whole shit they did and go back with it then. Shit. Why can't you do that? Since you some kind of kid genius. Get the fuck out of here with this fake ass bullshit.
Keith, from somebody that understands tech a bit more, that was a very retarded statement you just made, man. Like you just take an update. Look, look from somebody
update the books.
Yeah, updating the book.
Update the line
from somebody that understands a bit of tech. That is very benign.
Listen. He said that all the technology was already lost, which is a lie. All you gotta do is go back and take the old technology since it's less than a cell phone. This is what they claim. You know, your cell phone has more power than it to get to the moon. Okay, motherfucker knows how to design a cell phone. Okay, he's a kid genius. Because we know that the black man created the cell phone. The black man created the fucking cell phone. So they're smarter than black men. He's a kid genius. Then why is that the SpaceX gone to the moon yet? He's had SpaceX for 5-6 years. Why the shit ain't went to the moon yet? Since he's a genius.
Keith, let me ask you this. Do you believe that NASA actually went to the moon?
No, hell no.
Okay.
Motherfuckers went to the moon.
How was what's that place called? The Red Rocks. In Arizona.
No, that's not it. That's where they're planning to tell us Mars is.
Yeah.
See, in your mind, you think Africa's in the south. It's not. You think Africa's in the southern hemisphere. It's not. Africa's in the northern hemisphere. And your thing is upside down. You think you're in Northeast Africa. You're not. You're in goddamn South Africa. Because they flipped the map upside down in your mind. The map is upside down. So if you had a real image from space, it would show that. You think the South Pole is the South Pole. It's not. It's the North Pole. The North Pole is the South Pole. That's what it is. Only reason why I knew that as I started learning, I knew how energy flows. When I started learning metaphysics and African science, I said, motherfucker, I get the old maps confirmed, and I go back to old texts. I knew how energy flows. These days, it's to fuck you up with your energy, with your vibration. Raise your energy. Because energy goes from the woman to the man. No, you niggas don't like that. The woman is the most superior being. I hate to tell you that. And just the fact. Don't blame me. Blame the creator. I didn't make it. Blame the creator that did it. So, me knowing that, I said, okay, I get it. Alright. Because I know, and then I can prove it. But energy flows, like masculine energy goes clockwise. Feminine energy goes counterclockwise. Do this for me for a second, hey Joshua, you got me. Go to images and this how the cracker fucks you up in your mind. It'll tell you that true north is in the South Pole. It'll tell you true south is in the North Pole. Like what? I can fucking true south be in the North Pole and true north be in the South Pole. So look at this, say
Images
of true magnetic north and south. So they bring up both of you. See that this crackers tell you that the South Pole is true north. And now the North Pole is true south. You're like, what? That's why you flip the earth upside down in your mind. Well, I'll say this Oscar, this cat with a small hat.
Yeah.
So I only started doing because I learned how energy flows. I said, if it flows, that means everything has polarity. That means what? I said something's fucked up. Something ain't right. I didn't know the map was.
Oh yeah, South Africa is in the north.
Yeah.
Yeah, true north.
Yeah, true north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called true north.
Yeah.
Not north.
Yeah, South Africa's North Africa, exactly. That's why your ancestors wrote it that way. That's why Upper Kemet is what they call it the South. They just know that's the North. And Lower Kemet, they say it's in the North. Oh, they just didn't know. They knew exactly what the fuck they were saying.
Yeah.
Bring your Upper Kemet in the South, the Lower Kemet in the North. They flip the map up in your mind. In our mind, the map is flipped. They flip the shit.
Yeah, and they.
The North Pole is with the South Pole. The South Pole is with the North Pole. And you know that, like I said, because when you look at hurricanes are energy. And since you have two polarities on the earth, if you look, you can say, show me images of hurricanes hitting Florida, which is supposedly in the northern hemisphere. If that was a map, all the hurricanes would be going clockwise. But they don't. They go counterclockwise. Every hurricane, knowing that's feminine energy, counterclockwise is feminine. Every hurricane in America is feminine energy. So I said, whoa, we're not no fucking northern hemisphere. We're in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah.
And you look at and you'll see every hurricane goes counterclockwise.
Yeah.
And every hurricane in the what they call the southern hemisphere goes clockwise. No, they flip this motherfucker and flip the earth upside down in our fucking mind. This is crazy. And so understanding that, it's also spiritual shit. Like, it's some wicked shit. So that's like when they've been to space. But show me a real picture from space. It would show Africa in the northern hemisphere. Not necessarily show Europe in the southern hemisphere, not the northern. Completely upside down. So this is going to become street knowledge. Street knowledge. All this African science was coming back online. She's like, I don't know how to do her Kenyan accent. I like her Kenyan. Ain't no baby you been like to. The bird that is upside down.
That's Keith.
That's Keith's Kenyan accent.
Keith's
God
Kenyan
damn. Oh man.
No, I can't do no accent.
Oh man.
My accent's a bit. I can't do no accent.
Yeah, they've even shrinked African size on the map, man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to know that you can fit the entire world in here. Yeah, that's why it's so hard for. You see, when you people don't understand how big the Congo Basin is. People don't understand how big this continent is. That's why I have this idea. It's on my bucket list. I want to drive from here all the way to South Africa, okay, to the ocean, then start my journey there and drive across this continent all the way to the top of it.
And
Till I see,
that's where the Great North Road is.
yeah, till I see
Yeah.
another ocean at the top of this continent.
Yeah.
And I want to see how long it will take me. I'm not innately trying to beat time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to experience the continent and
Distance
see
and time.
the magnitude and the people and the everything. But
the crazy thing is from Russia.
When you be going to South Africa, you actually be going north.
yeah, so all the way from Joburg, okay, from Cape Town
To Egypt.
to Tunisia, to
Tunisia,
Algeria,
to Algeria, to Morocco.
Morocco,
Yeah.
all the way up there,
Yeah.
okay, to Carthage,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
all the way to Carthage. That's where I want to go to, cause
That's how you say Carthage.
what?
Yeah.
Cause the size of this continent, my G, is humongous.
Leave alone this.
This,
This.
just this.
From man.
All them cameras, you forgot that not just the continent actually is in Iraq. The African plate is from Iraq, Saudi Arabia, all the way over to fucking Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Oman. That's Africa.
Yeah.
All that shit is Africa. See, they cut it off because they were still in the continent, but that's Africa. It's on the African plate. And it was called 100 years ago Northeast Africa to the crack and said, oh, let's take all this shit out of Africa and steal it, we'll rename it the Middle East. There's no fucking such place. Middle from what? Middle East.
It's crazy, man. And like how they lied to us that from Somalia to all the way to West Africa
Yeah.
is a shorter distance from China to Europe. That it's big. Nah, bro.
Nah.
Africa is
No.
much bigger.
Africa is much bigger
Which
because
is
we can
nuts.
fit Europe in here, we can fit Russia in here, we can then take the US, fit it in here. We can look the entire. We can take
US, China, Russia,
we can
all
take
that.
Asia, fit it in here, and we'll still have space for us to exist in.
Man, this is again another realization where you just gotta.
But
Yeah.
they told you.
Yeah.
Tip your hat.
You're overpopulated. He said you niggas are overpopulated.
And we believe it. Yeah.
Let me ask you this though.
Uh-huh.
Why do they keep causing wars in every area where that's profitably habitable for African people?
It's all by design.
So that they can actually prevent you from realizing the treasures that are hidden wherever. Like I firmly believe that we still have rivers that in this continent where you can pick up diamonds. They just restrict movement.
You talking about YouTube? That's a fact. What do you mean? That's not, you believe in it? That's a fact. The diamonds are not rare. Remember for them.
Now, I didn't say they're rare, Keith. I say you see when back in the day, Africans used to use diamonds as rocks. Okay, they were the rocks we'd use to hunt certain things that needed to be hit by something really hard, there was never really valley. It was stone, it was rock, okay, and people would pick up diamonds on riverbeds, riverbanks,
Gold
and
as
go
well.
hunting. We'd go pick gold, go make it malleable, and make jewelry with it. We wouldn't mine nothing. It will come
there.
to us. It was there.
It was in the
Okay.
land.
And but when the Portuguese,
That's why you are the continent of bling. You're the bling continent.
yeah,
That's what gold
Bling,
is.
bling.
You're the bling continent. Yeah, did everybody see you? Oh man, we gotta get these niggas. It was all this shit they got on.
Yeah, man. The Portuguese.
when the Portuguese were visiting Mali back in the day, when they were discovering Africa, they came across a kingdom, the Mali
The
kingdom.
Mali Kingdom.
And they had no doors, no thefts. Everybody had on jewelry. Everybody had on gold. Okay, everybody there was no malice, no evil, no nothing. It was everybody had everything they needed. So there was no need for doors
to steal.
in
to protect.
for houses.
Yeah.
Houses had no doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody was poor. People had gold on their teeth. People had gold all over them. Kids would play with diamonds, you know, and it was a whole thing where these people.
You come from the continent of abundance. Now the white man got it, now everybody's poor. You're struggling, still not the reason. You come from the continent of abundance, and you believe the Bible talking about you was cursed by Ham and all this crazy shit. And you come from the continent of abundance.
That's what's up,
You
man.
insane? Not just gold, diamonds. You had all the food. You got the best land. You got the best water.
Animals,
The best women.
livestock.
You
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. You know? And again, you gotta tip your hat off, man.
To these crackers.
Because, yo, it's an impeccable brainwashing job, man. It's such a crazy thing. you feel
It's
me?
such a crazy thing.
Such a crazy
It's
realization.
brainwashing, though. You're right. You're right. Son of spiritual Phillips. I said the same thing. This record's not that brilliant. How the hell did he's wicked, but he's not that brilliant. We go through a sleep period. We start going to sleep because it's something. It's a time. It starts a great year. Africans are connected to the rhythm of the universe. I kept asking myself, look in Africa, I didn't understand. How did the weaker people conquer us? It took me years to study. I didn't understand. I don't get it. Man, hand-to-hand combat, black people beat up everybody white. I'm trying to figure this out.
Like that. Yeah, Kamle showed me a clip of.
Yeah, we're about to go to sleep. So,
Yeah.
we go through a sleep period.
Yeah, remember that clip you showed me of Nigerians? The first time playing soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barefoot, and we won.
You feel me?
Yeah, I showed a clip of the first match, football match ever played by Nigerians. They were barefoot
And they won.
and they won the game. Okay, they didn't need shoes, they didn't need nothing. Okay, we are stronger, we are better, we are literally humans. You get so
True humans.
yeah. So if you find yourself in any position where, as an African person, you feel inferior about yourself and you feel like you can't do whatever you're setting out to do by yourself or with your people, remember this: they fear you so much that they created a whole science to study your culture.
Yeah.
It's called Egyptology. Okay? Have you ever had Iraqology to study Iraq? Have you ever had Chineseology to study Chinese artifacts? Have you ever had Mexicanology? Nah, there's only Egyptology.
Yeah.
And you know what it was used for? To create a bottleneck for deciphering African technology and texts. Okay? Because anything you discover in Egypt that is archaeological has to be studied by the Egyptology experts.
It has to go through
specialists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Authority.
No, experts. And most of... Have you ever gone to university and seen a course called Egyptology? Only white people study Egyptology in school. Why?
Why? Question of the day.
You know,
Yeah.
and this is our culture.
He's right. They allowed anybody black in it. Exactly. Because it was a keep the same racial hierarchy, same racial line. They were taking it and recultivated, claiming it was them. You know? And then all you gotta do is do the melon con. You got the dumbass Arab up there. That's us, that's us. It ain't you. All you gotta do is do the melanin contact within the skin. That's African. You know, have all the noses cut off all the damn pictures and shit. They get mad. You not even with Egypt about what Campbell said about Carthage. That's an African society. Pure and simple. They know, but they, on all their moves, they make Hannibal a white man. Like, who's this?
Yeah.
This cracker rat here?
I know, right? Look, man, Hannibal, and this Hannibal should be studied in every African country. Okay?
Hannibal left.
No,
Of the African Hannibal.
the African Hannibal, the general,
Yeah, the general.
the
Yeah,
conqueror.
Yeah.
Okay, that man conquered Rome at 20. Okay, and you're over here giving us literature about Alexander who?
The short great.
Alexander who?
Yeah.
Carthage was the only kingdom ever to conquer the Romans. It was the only reason Hannibal didn't become the emperor of that white Caucasian empire was because of betrayal. But he had it in his grasp.
But actually, Rome was not a, that's shit the Europeans try to tell you. Rome was not a white empire.
Nah. Keith, kindly understand the analogy I'm using here. As it was not.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So like with at 20, okay, at 20 years old,
Yeah.
this boy had done all that. Where in your history, as an African man, have you studied Hannibal? Where?
People know the lector,
The cannibal.
the cannibal.
You see the
Yeah.
perversion of the name itself and how they.
They portray.
So now,
Yeah,
every time you hear Hannibal, you think about him as a cannibal. Okay?
a Caucasian cannibal.
A Caucasian cannibal.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
You know why? They're trying to perverse that name in your mentality, okay, to a level where every time you think about it, it's negative thoughts. And if you understand brain mechanisms and energies and all that, there's something you should know. Every time you think,
He was too African, Canvas.
yeah,
He was too African.
every time you
Too
think,
African because understand, he didn't wipe out Rome. He defeated Rome, but he refused to wipe it out.
yep,
African people always stop at the end when you're supposed to wipe shit out. Wipe it out. He's like, he didn't want to wipe it out. I'll be good. I don't want to wipe. He'd always go back. He'd always send messages to Carthage. Say, hey, you want me to invade Rome? Invade the city of our beat all day. Hannibal studied in every military college in the Western world.
yep,
I don't know why it's not studied in Africa. It's studied
everywhere.
Study Hannibal. If you're gonna be an officer in the Marine Corps, same way I was, you gotta study Hannibal because of his tactics. But in Africa they don't study. That's crazy.
Look, they even have, I think there's a play
For Hannibal.
for Hannibal.
Yeah.
Keith, right? There's a whole play.
Say, pull up images of Hannibal's coins with the elephant.
Yeah,
Hannibal's.
coins with the elephant.
Hannibal's coins with the elephant. And if you know he's a black man, when they make him white and they
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Now,
That's
look
a
at the
nigga.
fact coin. The first one.
That's a
What do you
nigga.
see? You see a black man.
Yeah.
You know where he's
Look at
from?
this one.
Those are the real coins. Those are the real coins, HR. But on the movie, he's a white man with blonde hair and shit.
Yep.
Fuck him, you got it.
Oh,
You know,
man.
and this man, back even in Victorian England, they wrote plays about him.
About him.
He was the demon that haunted their nights. Okay, maybe Africa shall rise again and we will see another one. Maybe they shall come for us again like he did. Okay, he has. That's why you hear kids saying, them people over there in military,
They're studying his tactics.
they're
up to
studied
date.
to date.
Yeah.
Okay,
All we have is that Japanese motherfucker. Sun
Yasuke.
Tzu.
Oh, look,
The Art of War.
The Art of War. Look, that's a very beautiful book.
No, I know, but that's all that we're privy to.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't teach you real tactics. It teaches you ideologies. Okay?
Yeah.
Hannibal had tactics of conquering, overcoming, making people switch to allegiances to him. War is more a war of ideology than a war of death. That is the literal how you win wars. When you can convince the opposition or the enemy or the citizens of the enemy that your ideology is right for them. You
Yeah.
can conquer cities without waging war. Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
If let's say today,
Exactly. You're the same dramatic motherfuckers. And safety cameras said you're the same dramatic motherfuckers come from invade Rome. That were in Spain and called the Gauls. Later they don't become the Visigoths.
Yeah.
That's what killed all these white people. They claim they are the Romans. You motherfuckers were the one that smashed Rome. What the fuck you talking about? That's why you in the Dark Age. You were the motherfuckers that destroyed Rome. And they try to claim Rome. Should be crazy. Go ahead, Cass.
yeah, and if we actually study our history correctly, the whole back to the topic we were talking about today.
Yeah.
You see, this whole notion of employment becomes non-existent because we live in a continent.
I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off, Travis. I got to respect HR, you know. You talk about Sun Tzu was there was no such thing as China yet. China didn't exist. But Sun Tzu was an African Chinese man. Not the Chinese motherfucker you see today.
Yeah.
It was Yasuke.
So that's something you all don't know. The ancient what people call empire, the Chinese empire, I'll call them warlords of China, were not innately yellow. Is that racist? They were not innately what you see today.
Yeah.
They were actually, they had more melanin than they cared to.
Yeah.
So there was a documentary that was done about these people in Southern Africa. What are they called? They're the oldest. They're the oldest. What you eating, Key?
Man. Yo, what you eating though?
To just validate what Cameron is saying, what does that say? Say the black Chinese empire, the images of the black Shang, S-H-A-N-G empire, images of the black Shang Chinese empire.
Hey yo, that's some scary looking motherfuckers right there.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
And I'm about to show you something. So oldest.
Hey, they look mean as fuck.
Yeah. So you see the sun. When you see, usually back used to Khoisan.
Yeah,
So the
Khoisan.
sun. The sun are the oldest tribe on this continent. Okay. And they Chinese people or Asian people have sun traits to this day in their genealogy, in their whatever. That's why you see them with this order. It's a very sun thing.
Yeah.
Like Google, check out images of those people, the sun. Okay, you'll see how their eyes look like. And then this is what they tell you. Look, these people's eyes look like that because of the atomic bomb. Okay, we blew up a nuclear bomb. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
How Chinese does that chick look?
Yeah.
She looks very Chinese.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And these are the people that migrated from true North Africa. Okay? From true North Africa. No, the sun specifically. No, the sun.
The sun.
Those are two different communities. I wish people would be taught about those people differently.
I know, I get it, the sun. But I hate to tell you, no, it ain't them motherfuckers. I'm about to take it down the rabbit hole. That's why I thought when I started learning the Chinese were principally black, I thought it was them motherfuckers too, because of course in African family we pick all phenotypes, so that's a white phenotype. I said, no, we are the originators of all phenotypes. But they don't come from the people. I'm about to hurt you again, Cam.
It still come from.
Okay, I'm gonna have them.
Okay, continue.
They don't. Okay, now understand. Now I want you to look for this. HR say the direct descendants of the Asian race is the Andaman Islander.
Of the ancient
Black
race.
and white. That's the direct.
Say that again.
Say the direct descendants of the Asians are the Andaman Islanders. I spell Andaman. Shit. What's the name of that? Somebody look like spell Andaman. Andaman Island. That's the direct descendants. So, see, I'm about to tell you about genetic manipulation. I'm like, what?
Is it adamant?
These motherfuckers, they direct
Look,
descendants.
those people are innately Denisovensky.
They're not the Nisbets. You think they're not the Nisbets. Oh, you're talking, yeah, okay, yeah, they are. You're talking about the damn monkey, yeah. The Nisbets and Neanderthal. They are created with the Denisovans, you're right. So, we're talking about the creation of people. Now we're going to get to where the fuck these people come from. They don't come from the sun as Cameras believe. That's the thing they say. Oh, they come from the sun. No, they don't. They're not related in no way, shape, or form to the sun. They're related to the Andaman Islander black people directly. You say, well, how can that be? Look at these yellow Chinese motherfuckers. I don't know if you can find it. I don't know how to spell Andaman Islander shit. Andaman. How you guys know? Let me see. All right, go.
Adamant.
How you spell Andaman Islander? Let me see. Let me go. The people of the Andaman Islands. Okay.
ANDAMAN.
A-N.
DA.
Okay, is that it?
MAN.
A-N-D-A.
ANDAMAN.
Andaman.
Yeah.
Okay, that might
And
be
Nicobar
it.
Islands.
That ain't spelled- I don't think-
And Andaman and Nicobar Islands.
Yeah, you right.
Andamese people.
Yeah.
Yeah, are they black?
Yeah.
Should be black.
Yeah. They black as blackity.
Now look to ask, say, are the Asians the direct descendants of them motherfuckers? Yeah, and it's genetically proven. Well, how do these people become the motherfucking Asians? We got some genetic manipulation going on. We got some creating of shit. That's why I said, where did this white man come from? Where do these Asians come from? Where do these Indians come from? And Cameron is right. They do. Adamant are created. They do come from the Denisovan line of monkey, of ape. Like the white man comes from the goddamn Neanderthal. So somebody create these other niggas right there on that island and start creating other people out of these niggas.
Oh man.
See, now I'm in a rabbit hole of science, genetics, and spirituality. Like, motherfucker. It should tell you. Not only they hide that yet, don't think you guys are smart enough to know that Asians are directly descended from those. Like, but how can that be? How can it be?
Man.
It's the splicing of genetic makeups to create
Yeah. How about that, girl? How
yeah,
about that?
yeah, to create
They don't come from the sun. That's the lie I want to tell you. They come from them people. They know.
okay.
And Gary was right. It's the spice of genetic makeup. But who did it? Who did that shit? See, that's what stuff we got you motherfuckers.
Keith, let me ask you a question. Keith, as we continue this conversation. Do you believe in extraterrestrials?
Of course, I believe it.
What you eating, man?
This.
Gotta believe it's a fact.
Wait,
Yo, what you eating?
what you
man?
eating before we continue?
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I mean some goddamn popcorn.
Oh man.
I need a snack.
This man is on our show eating popcorn. Are we that entertaining?
Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Look,
Blood beats and chips.
hey,
Hey yo. Yo, so you said you believe in extraterrestrials?
so do you believe, as we have this conversation, do you believe that the classes and the races of people and the splicing of DNA and the mixing of human DNA with the Denisovan animalistic DNA and all this could have been done by ETs?
No, not just about a mixture of us and them. I don't like to use the white man's word ET because the extraterrestrials talk about all African people. We're all throughout the universe, all throughout the galaxy. It's African people. See, I'm just calling us African because of the continent or Kibalani or whatever. These are other black people also in a dimension. We're not just talking about the cats that can come from a higher dimension to a lower dimension. And so, yeah, I think us and them. Because that's what tells you Kemet on the walls when that white man found out when Napoleon went back into Kemet and he got shot Napoleon. They found that temple of Seti one Ramses II.
Yup.
Right?
Yup.
And he's talking about,
Oh man.
he said we created the Tamahu. He said we fucked up and created this damn these other people. Like look this up HR say Tamahu. I put Tamahu T-A-H-M-U Tamahu T-A-M-H-U Tamahu. Say me and the Tamahu he's created white man. Everybody start creating the white man and the real and understanding that's what this Exodus shit was about because you had a group of with these other beings invade Kemet with something called the Tamahu.
Tamahu.
That's
Keith,
Moses
Keith,
Moses is Osorsia. And I tell you that when they were creating the Bible, when they were creating it, they took the story of Osorsia and made him Moses.
yeah.
Osorsia was a renegade priest. Because that's the story when you get the white man being in the cave for 2,000 years. After they created him, they said he was vicious and wild and fucked up. He's a wild man. So they broke his ass. I mean, you got the term you wrote. They tell him to stop putting him in the cave. They said, oh, we fucked up. We experiment with shit. But it
Keith.
wasn't just the African. It was the motherfuckers that were coming from other dimensions.
Keith, so have you just Keith just said, and he casually said it as well, okay? That he won't use the word ET.
ET.
He'll call them black people.
Black people, because we're all over.
Look, so are you saying that we as black people are the aliens?
Yes, your body, your DNA goes off the
I was just clarifying. I wasn't contesting. I was clarifying if that is what you were saying.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm just saying, your DNA is the only people that go off the planet. Scientifically, they know this. Your DNA goes off the planet. You're from the ether. You come from space. As African, do this for me. HR, go to YouTube and say, damn, what's that dude's name? Let me get his name. This shit was funny. This junkie carrot cat. Is it Martin Pilgrim? He's black. He's the guy who worked for NASA. NASA has a high-powered telescope. And they were looking at the rings of Saturn, and it gets, these black men come out, these big-ass ships as big as the Earth.
What?
I think it's Martin Pilgrim. Yeah, they know. He said, they're going to white lady asked me, he said, you mean they look like us? They're human? He said, no, they're black. They're black. They got big-ass spaceships, big as Earth. He's like, where do you manufacture some shit like that? Where do you make it at? Where you got ships as big as Earth on the rings of Saturn and shit? They're black, at least 8, 9 foot tall. Say, Martin, M-A-R-T-I-N, Pilgrim, that means B-E-L from G-R-U-M, tells Kerry Cassidy, K-E-R-R-Y, Cassidy, C-A-S-S-I-D-Y, about the black aliens.
So Keith, as we brainstorm, right? Because I want us to brainstorm on something, right? So let's assume that as a human race we have space travel and not going to the moon. I mean, like traveling through space at the speed of light, or just traveling. Okay? How do you think we could create these vessels and these do I call them ships? Okay, these ships that could, how do you think we could create them? Are we able to create them on Earth? Do we need zero gravity atmosphere or a zero gravity environment?
Gravity doesn't exist. There's no such thing as gravity.
Okay.
That's why you got, as the funny thing you got when they've all studied African science. It's called with chemistry. That fucking Newton. He said this gravity shit don't exist. They told they gave him he created gravity. Gravity doesn't exist. So understanding how to fold time and space. So you got the CIA and the FBI tell you, they already told you these things exist, but to know if you're looking at something real, they can go interdimensional. I mean, they can fold
Wait,
space
Keith,
and time.
Keith.
He said, you don't know,
Wait,
you know
wait,
it's
wait,
us.
Keith, wait. Did this man just say gravity doesn't exist? He said gravity doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't exist.
Do you know basically with that single statement, you've knocked out physics. No, because literally, if gravity doesn't exist, a lot of the mathematics a lot of the calculations that go into physics, we always take gravity into account.
Remember, Cap.
Yeah.
Remember when you went quantum, then quantum physics destroyed regular physics.
Okay. Yeah. True.
Physics destroys regular physics.
True.
So it's a lie. You can't do calculations of the universe by numbers. They make it more complicated than this because the numbers don't add up. It's always a lie. So understanding that.
So
it's all
don't even.
about magnetic field. The reason why you stuck on this planet because of the magnetic field wrapped around you. So if you're able to like heat up, if your body's able to lift the vibration, become less dense of the magnetic field around you, you'll start flying around this bitch. So there's no gravity. It has nothing about this.
Sensei key.
Sensei key.
Is the magnetic field wrapped around you. You found it, Cameras? What is his name? Martin Pilgrim? What's his name?
Nah, man, I can't find his name. I can only see Kerry Cassidy.
Give me a second. Yeah, Kerry Cassidy. What's his name? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me pull up to the side so I can find that video. Guys, that shit's hilarious. You know, they all disturbed. You mean they're human like us? Say no. They're black. They're black. God damn it, bitch. They're black. Big black niggas in a big ass spaceship. black niggas in a big black spaceship. These big black niggas. Yes, black niggas. You got the whole baby. Okay, should be smart. That's it. Say, oh, Norman Belvin. That's the name. Norman Belvin. Okay. That's the name, Norman Belvin. Hold on. Just a second. Okay. Say project. I know long things. Okay. Should say Project Camelot interviews. Project Camelot, P-R-O-T-C-T.
Interviews.
Camelot, C-A-M-E-L-O-T. Interviews. Norman, I gotta think Norman Bill. Norman, M-N-O-R-M-A-N. B-E-R-G-R-U-N. B-E-N-G-R-U-N. Rainmakers. Yeah, they making a rain. It's a smaller version of it. That's the whole thing. We got to find that part. We said.
Hey man, that's an old ass white man, man.
Yeah. Well, he's dead. He's dead now. Now you got a piece of the part. I just wanted the part when you talked about the black aliens. They got the whole interview. Certain parts, but it didn't have the whole damn. It didn't have the whole damn thing. Shit. Where's the one with should be part they just talk about it. Just that part. But you have to go through the whole thing now. Shit, I can't find them driving and shit, trying to find it. But anyway, so we worked at NASA for like 40, 50 years. So NASA has these high-powered telescopes able to look into the rest of our solar system and parts of our galaxy. This is our solar system alone. So you start seeing these big-ass ships going around Saturn. And this is another thing. Not all these black motherfuckers out there wish us well. They black like us. A lot of our motherfucking enemies, as we call the Anunnaki bitch ass. These are niggas. These are niggas. Anunnaki are niggas. They not know. They might be birds, all this shit. Nah, they're niggas.
Yeah.
You go back and read all the old texts. They're niggas. Right? And so I think we are the cheesiest origin of motherfuckers that they want to be.
Ringmakers of Satan.
And now they take it out. Anyway, that's another long story. So here's Mark Bivens. No, let me see. Norman Pilgrim talks about the black aliens.
Very true.
Everybody was piecing that shit together because it was fun. But you know, they're like us? No, they're black. I guess YouTube took down all those videos everybody made and they were making fun of that shit. No, they're black. You mean, are they human like us? It's like, no, they're black.
Man.
8-9 feet tall. Damn, man. I wanted to find a smaller piece of that shit. I can't see no smaller clip of it. Find out what he's saying about the black aliens. But if you guys look at that, you go through it. We're doing the next show. We're doing Tuesday, whatever. But I understand.
Yeah.
That is these black aliens, and they in these ships bigger than the Earth. It's like, where do you manufacture some shit like that?
And that's something. That's what I wanted to but we'll talk about it on Tuesday.
Jacob got it.
So people with dark skin getting off.
Yeah.
Black skin.
Black people, I told y'all.
Were they tall?
Yes.
Very tall? How tall?
Okay.
You went straight to TikTok.
Hey, that's where.
So, are you not
That's where the source is, man.
positing the idea that those vehicles contain, beings?
Yeah, I only go along with garment images. And if you want to know about people kind of thing, there is the ship that picked up the Voyager. capsule at the Alameda Naval Shipyard. And they have a picture there of, I think it's the Apollo flight that Bugs and Neil were on. But anyway, there is one image there that shows black people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off?
Not dark, black. Really black, yeah.
Were they tall? Yes, very tall. How tall, do you know?
Well, they got off the doorway. I don't know how high that is, but, well, it's safe to say 7 feet would be probably a conservative estimate.
Okay. Black.
No, they're black. Black. Yeah, black. Black. And they got big ass ships, bigger than the earth. He been a NASA for 40 years. He said, we all wonder, where do you manufacture some shit like that at? Where do you make a ship as big as Earth? Where would you build it at?
Oh man, that's crazy.
So to everybody that might have been confused when we were talking about quantum mechanics, actually there are 4 principles to it, and I was trying to find them. That's why I was asking you if you can Google the principle of uncertainty.
Okay.
It's a whole thing. So here are the 4 principles. Actually 3 if you understand, and 5 if you expound. So the first principle, a quantum system may be represented by a vector. The second principle is the orientation of the vector representing a quantum system evolves. The third principle, kets are transformed into other kets by means of operation that reveal an observational property. With example, a particle in a box. So as we expound, the fourth principle, in a quantum measurement, the result is always undetermined. The fifth expansion is quantum possibilities. This is the fifth principle, but you can call it the fifth explanation or whatever, if you understand what you're talking about. So quantum probabilities involve interaction across sections of both observed and observing particles. Basically is...
So what Campbell is saying, you determine reality by focusing on it. So what he said about quantum,
by me observing you, you exist.
I exist. Schrodinger's cat.
Exactly. By observing you, yes. Now they flip it. So if I see you, acknowledge you, and you exist,
I am here.
But if not, but it starts with you seeing yourself and acknowledging yourself. That's why NPCs, okay, they're not NPCs because they don't exist, but they've never observed themselves.
Never seen themselves.
Exactly. That's why they're NPCs. Yeah.
Crazy.
that's how you know. Campbell just did talking about thermodynamics, whatever the shit called. Anyway,
Kid, put the popcorns away, man.
Sorry, I got the popcorn. Sorry. It's saying that you it's showing that everything your ancestors said, that these motherfuckers was brilliant. You create your own reality. I can just now figure that out. All your fake religions are fake. Your fake Jesus, your fake Allah, your fake Buddha, all that shit is garbage. Throw it out the window. Fake Hindu. You create your own reality, and God dwells inside of you. You don't never die. You are eternal. You have an experience.
That's what.
And you're gonna go to other goddamn parts of this galaxy, other dimensions. You are eternal.
The minute we actually crack quantum mechanics, we will create something called perpetual motion. Okay? So once we actually crack quantum mechanics, you create perpetual motion, which is something that powers itself continuously and is in motion forever. Okay? Literally
Within itself. Yeah.
So let's create a very short self-propelling object real quick. It means that without engines, okay, by its perpetual motion by itself, it can never stop, and whatever it is that is moving can never stop. So
And
have
it
you ever
never runs out.
have you ever seen the bird, the office thing?
Yeah.
That's almost it's almost what perpetual motion would look like, but that is not perpetual motion. Or the other one. And this is where physics creates toys.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You can
the gimmicks to
the best way to represent physics is with toys.
Yeah.
You go to an office of some CEO somewhere, you'll find those balls, and then you hit one
One goes.
One,
You hit two,
one,
two goes.
one.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
It is energy and the farthest. Okay, it is a very benign idea of quantum mechanics.
Yeah,
And
so
it's
we have
so
a new
simple.
drinking game today, ladies and gentlemen. Every time Kamlesh says benign, take a shot.
Yeah, but it's a very crude. It's a very crude perpetual motion, not perpetual. It's a very crude representation of perpetual motion and quantum mechanics, but it's such a beautiful. I wish people were more in love with
Simplified.
physics.
Yeah.
Physics.
Yeah, they don't put science no more in your schools nowhere because you get too close to knowing shit. So understand what Cameron also said. You're the only people. That's how you know you exist in two places at once. Because if any molecule starts rotating, let's say you get two molecules. It's melanin molecule. They don't want to teach that melanin molecule. You start rotating any melanin molecule in one area, and then let's say it's 1,000 light years away. That other motherfucker will start rotating. So that means there's no such thing as separation. It's all part of the creation of creating. What the creator knows, you can know. It's just about raising a vibration. So everything is connected. Everything. That's why when Africans said they can talk to trees, they can talk to a motherfucking tree. When the animal said, when the African said he can talk to a fucking lion, he can talk to a motherfucking lion. That had nothing to do with no witchcraft. It was science. That's how special you are. The creator, when you start learning to go back, the creator created you as a smaller creator. And as you grow in vibration, you'll start creating universes, galaxies, and all shit on your own. The higher you go, you become a demigod. This is how this shit is amazing. It's mind blowing. There's no fucking God that hates you but put you in hell. The creator gave you everything that it has, but in a smaller level. Everything.
It's within you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all within. That's why your ass can fly. Because like what Kevin said about gravity, no. It's about loosening up the magnetic. Do this for me real quick, HR. Before we get out, do this for me. Say, go to YouTube.
And if you
So African
want to learn more,
shaman levitates. Go to YouTube and say African shaman levitates. And you'll see what he's doing. He's understanding how to manipulate the magnetic field around him. He doesn't have enough energy to completely let it go. But he vibrates high enough to levitate and loosen up that field.
There are other paranormal phenomena which are even documented in the Bible, which defy the forces of gravity. This man, whose name is Ovako, is an African shaman, and here we can see him preparing himself for a levitation. This will take place as soon as darkness begins to fall. Images which this film has recorded are scarcely to be credited. There are no hidden supports or pulleys to be seen. In spite of this, Ovako actually rises off the ground, and it seems as though he is floating on a cushion of air. The German commentator cannot believe his eyes. There is no question that this is a trick or an illusion, and he's absolutely convinced that he's witnessing a miraculous event, and that the film is incontrovertible proof that levitation is indeed possible.
if you want to know, if you want to know that levitation exists, if you want to know that levitation exists, I'll give you a very simple idea. Human beings are not original. Okay, we always regurgitate information from something or a memory bank of actual facts. We are not that creative to come up with. out of the blue.
Yeah, the Akashic records. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
yeah.
you see that library is where we draw imagination from, but it's literally reality that we have almost forgotten.
Yeah, you gotta really tap into it.
You tap into it,
yeah.
and it's really there. So there's nothing. When you hear there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah, there's
supposed to be GMO food because it all downloads within the brain. Exactly right, Kevin. It's from your Akashic records. As you raise in vibration, all knowledge is yours. All knowledge is there. You gotta tap into it.
Yeah.
Understanding this thing, you know, Africa's now scared. That's witchcraft. No, nigga. And then doing witchcraft, you fucking moron. He's manipulating the magnetic field around. That's why these Europeans come at you like, hey, you know any real shamans? Because then you learn that you can put that in aerospace technology, manipulate the magnetic field. This is how they travel through space and time. You go interdimensional. This is science, quantum physics. So understand these things. And the African is technology. He doesn't need technology. He is technology.
Mm-hmm.
You can fly. You can go in and out of dimensional space. You just gotta learn all this shit. Has nothing to do with any fucking witchcraft. It's crazy shit. It's not paranormal.
Yeah.
Ain't magic. There's some shit I don't understand.
Yeah.
Ain't magic. There's some shit I don't understand. So,
Yeah, and
from God.
if you want to learn more about quantum mechanics, there's a free PDF. You can get it. You can look for the principles of quantum mechanics PDF. It's a free paper that you can read, and you can understand more about the universe around you and the world that you live in.
You feel me?
And this is the beauty of quantum physics and quantum mechanics rather. It explains from particle to galaxy. Okay.
And everything in between.
Yeah. And the same principles apply. Just imagine that. The same principles that hold you together are the same principles that hold galaxies together.
Because what you are, this is the Africans are weird. What you are, family, you don't know, you are a walking galaxy. This shit is just amazing. You're a motherfucking galaxy housed in a magnetic field. This shit is mind blowing. I do it on the next show. I'll show you, prove it to you. You gotta be able to prove it to you. Black people are scared. You are a galaxy just in human form. It's motherfucking amazing. Like, what? It is crazy. Your pineal gland is really what they call the black hole, the center of a galaxy.
Yeah.
Then you got two hemispheres of your brain, which one is female, one is male. You are a galaxy. I was like, I was learning, I said, motherfucker. You're a galaxy just in a human form. That's what you are.
Crazy.
And the ancient text said that's what you were. I'm like, God damn. Go back, if you guys want to know something, go back and read ancient Dogon scriptures because they were the priests that left Cuba when the first invasion came. They settled over in Mali. And they pretend to be savage to keep the Christians and the Arabs away from them so they could maintain the African society. They were the Christians, when the Arabs came to them, they acted savage. Said, oh man, these people too savage for Islam. And the Christians showed up and these motherfuckers were crazy. And then they went back and we had a French guys went back and studied them. And they said, how these niggas know everything about the universe? They don't got no damn telescope. That's where it came from. They understood Sirius A, Sirius B, what it does, and how things work. So go back and read old Dogon cosmology. Read it over and over again. You'll understand. We were created from a galaxy. As the commissions and the Dogon tell you, we were created to a galaxy, and then the Creator put us in human form later on. But we were created as galaxies. What they call Nomo. Nomo arigato. Where the hell they say?
Domo arigato.
Galaxy. What's it called, Kevin?
Oh, that's Japanese, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. Type in Dogon cosmology.
Say that again.
That's old food.
Say that.
What they call the
Say it again, say it again.
Dogon cosmology.
Dogon.
Yeah.
This is the truth.
They drew Sirius A, B, and C. We still don't know where Sirius C
The
is.
Dogon and Sirius.
Yes. So we still don't know Sirius C. We've never found it, but they knew it. Imagine that fact.
Bro.
Okay, as in this is a people that had no telescope, had no contact with outer space, had no way of going into space, but they can draw you a map of space.
It's the whole galaxy.
Yeah.
Because that's where you come from. That's those Dogon cosmology. And they figure how they do it. Honey, somebody should have told them. No, they don't. We're the original people. You come from us, part of Africa. We come from Syria. That's what we come. That's why our genetics go straight back to Syria.
But being melanated, makes more sense than being light skinned. Like from a how do I put it? From a galactic, from a universal perspective, having melanin makes more sense than the lack of it.
Yeah.
And the more melanin you have, the better. Yeah, the better you can exist in the universe. And it's such a weird thing, because and again you see the scripture being flipped, where as the Neanderthals tell us, light skinned is better, fair and lovely. You know.
Which is great. And they study your melanin because your melanin heals.
Yup.
Heals also what? Energy conductor. That's why you get energy and you create more energy. My God, you live in an electric universe.
And as we
Your ancestors told you were electrical being. Now this science is finally starting to fit. First they said no, and all this goofy big mess. All they science is garbage. And most of them know it. But they can't say it because they lose tenor, they lose their damn time to being professor at their college.
But
they said a web of lies.
the- the beauty of
Dogon cosmology, which we learned that Dogon cosmology is going to lead you into what they call Gnostic text. So always go get some, take Dogon cosmology and this Kemet cosmology, which is called the Nag Hammadi Library. Okay, you understand why their first church was called the Hagia Sophia. Sophia meaning a woman, meaning wisdom. So always take that in tandem.
Keith,
with
it was
Nag
called the what?
Hammadi Library.
It was called the what?
Huh?
It was called the Hagia Sophia.
It's called Hagia Sophia. Like you put an image in that. It's in Turkey.
Hagia Sophia.
Do you know? Do you get it? Now, Keith, wait. There is literally a joke on Family Guy about that,
Yeah.
where it's an episode where and they make fun of it in such an interesting way, where Peter is like they've invited different directors to like do a scene, and it's Peter loses his job, and there's this scene where he's like really good at throwing kegs, and he gets recruited by the military to save the wonders, and the wonder, the Hagia Sophia.
Hagia Sophia.
Nothing bad will happen to the Hagia Sophia, Dad.
It's like God made a basilica for himself. Dad, nothing bad with the world. The Hagia Sophia. It's like God made a basilica for himself. Dad, nothing bad will ever happen to the Hagia Sophia, right? Not on my watch.
Not on my watch. You get it?
They put it
Right
yeah.
here. Right here.
They put it here.
World. The Hagia Sophia. World. The Hagia Sophia. It's like God made a basilica for himself. Dad, nothing bad will ever happen to the Hagia Sophia, right?
Not on my watch.
So it's a whole episode on Family Guy where the Hagia Sophia is the point of he needs to save the Hagia Sophia, you know. And look, information is right in front of your face. All there is to it.
And that's a cartoon.
That's a cartoon,
Man.
Look, information is right in your face.
It's
are
in
you?
plain sight. Can you decode?
Are you? And this is the thing. And this is the word. Are you educated? Okay. Are you educated in the right ways enough to decode what is right in your face? Because at the end of it, if you look at history, if you look at our culture, and you go and look at from Avatar, okay, all the way to most of these things that Hollywood does, okay, is truthful, twisted information.
Yo, you know I was tripping watching Loki the series. Yo.
It's called predictive programming. They believe they teach you a little bit and you don't know it, it's your fault.
Yep.
They fuck you up. Yeah, well, we told you. They believe that exonerates them.
And it's such an interesting thing, because how many you know, if you tell people that the pineal gland should be something you should try open your third eye. Okay? What will they tell you? Will you join Illuminati?
You're talking Illuminati, Kevin, you witchcraft nigga, you.
I didn't even speak English, but he understood what I'm saying. Okay? Look,
that's exactly what happens.
Because people don't understand that there is more than meets the eye to everything. People don't understand that it's not just a physical life we live, it's meta-physical. Okay, Popcorn Man. Exactly. Exactly. Decalcify
your pineal gland.
Okay, get toothpaste that
does not have
that has as little calcium. If you cannot afford toothpaste without any calcium,
pour fluoride.
Fluoride pour. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't want to be
Illuminati.
No, assassinated. Man, look, I fear the alphabet boys. Okay.
Yo, shout out to them.
Look, I might be walking home and all of a sudden Kamlesh was a terrorist. And that's the narrative y'all are given. And you make you a bonoko.
Now you're with your cousin.
I know. Oh man. Yeah. Man, and I'm just trying to save my life. I'm just listen to me. And then, you know, in that moment when you're trying to tell somebody the truth, and this
you
is
look crazy.
Every time you tell people the truth, you look crazy.
You sound crazy.
You sound crazy. You look crazy, and they can't. Right now, the only thing I've been thinking as we were having this conversation, I'm stuck on the spaceships. Okay.
I've written it down.
You know,
I'm about to go dumb.
So, so I'm stuck on the spaceships, and all I'm thinking is, what kind of technology? Exactly. I'm trying to be a nigga in space.
Spaceship.
Yeah, bigger than the planet. So I'm trying to figure this out. So in my mind, I'm trying to assemble it. Okay, imagine the amount of, and you can't even say it's metallic because you don't know what it's made of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is it? Carbon fiber? It can't be carbon fiber. So if it's organic, do you grow the spaceship? Okay. Do you evolve the spaceship? What? As in, there is such anyway. and how do you power it? Is it a whole Dyson ring? Have they miniaturized a whole sun and used it as a reactor? I know, right?
Yo.
And let's assume it's an element, right? Let's assume it's a stable element. So this officially becomes nuclear fission. Okay? Not fusion, fission. Okay? Now, what element is so stable? It doesn't exist, bro. From our periodic table, we don't have an element so stable, but still
powerful enough
with nuclear explosions able. Wait, I'm trying to.
Bro.
So
that's like
there's
having a star, its cosmic power and energy shrunk down to a biro pen.
Yup.
And it's stable.
That's what the universe runs on. Unlimited, free, clean power.
So it will have to be a very super heavy element, number one. And the closest thing we can figure out is the super heavy element 115. Okay? And I was Bob Lazar. Yes, Bob Lazar. Yo, you should go watch the Bob Lazar episode on JRE. It's a trip.
Yeah.
So Bob Lazar used to work at Area 51.
Okay.
Exactly. And he came with the story of element 115. Okay? So element 115 is an enigma.
Okay.
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 It is radioactive, but very stable.
What?
It doesn't poison you, but it powers. Do you understand that if you fall into a nuclear reactor, you're done for?
Yeah.
And what Bob Lazar was saying is that means if it's a radioactive element, so let's assume it's element 115 that they're using, right? How do you create it? Because it has to be created. It doesn't exist naturally.
Yeah.
Okay? Now imagine creating a whole new element. That means you create similar conditions, okay, to that of the sun, of actually the core, the center of the sun, because that's where new elements are created, where it's so hot and whatever that elements merge into each other and become one thing. Do you understand the level of technology?
Bruh.
And what's the shape of the ship again? Okay, is it round? If it's round,
how does it? What are the aerodynamics?
What are the aerodynamics?
Yeah,
and if it's round, how sure are we that this isn't a planet that they've terraformed and put? Ah man, and propulsion and
yeah.
That's the same question. That's the same question that Norman Berger was asking. And they think Cameron said, "Are they terraforming planets?" You said they scared of them because they black people.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Because if they're creating rings,
Like this, are they terraforming whole planets?
Planetary rings.
Planetary rings.
Yeah.
And you see,
Yeah.
and just for people who don't understand what terraforming is,
What they were doing, Cameron, they were ones who put more rings around Saturn. And if we understand what Saturn is in this solar system is a frequency inhibitor. To understand, Saturn is shooting off negative frequencies to our planet. So this is this thing, as the Dogon talk about, call it the demiurge, Ogun, that was created as a mistake by Sophia, Sophia's name after, created this entity without her male half.
and baffling new information, right? So this is in 2016 a paper was published, on the Live Science website, and it went to. They named element 115 Moscovium. Okay. And the scientists in Russia and the United States bombarded atoms of americium with ions of calcium in a cyclotron. This produced 4 atoms of moscovium. Okay, and its temporary name so far is anunpentium. Okay, or ununpentium, whatever you want to call it. It's the temporary name for element 115. Is an extremely radioactive element. Its most stable known isotope is ununpentium 289, has a half-life of 220 milliseconds. As in, that's the difference between the aliens and ours. Ours, the half-life is milliseconds. These people, these things, these black people that are terraforming rings, okay, have created a perpetual energy generator from something that we can only give life for milliseconds.
And they have the whatever motion you were talking about.
Perpetual
motion.
So you see, if you have perpetual motion, you can terraform a planet without having to create an energy source to power the planet. So the entire planet becomes a perpetual motion machine. Meaning, the more you travel and the more speed you gather, the faster you go.
And the same thing Canvas is now hypothesizing is what Norman Belgrave was saying.
Man.
You know, it's such a... And it's so easy to terraform planets, you know. Like, for instance, we can terraform Mars. It's so easy. I have a formula.
Do tell.
So, what does Mars lack?
What does Mars?
Greenhouse gases. Literally, what we don't want over here, right? So you take all industries to Mars. So number one, the first thing you need to do, okay, is create effective transportation that is interplanetary, so that you can actually transport goods very cost efficiently between planets. Okay, that's why the retractable that can come down. The rockets. So, very affordable back and forth. What you do is the cement industry, very big greenhouse gas producer. You take all of them to Mars, and you dump as much greenhouse gases as possible. You know what you do? You start retaining the heat of the planet. Okay, it's all that, right? And as you trap the heat, those gases, the more they are in the atmosphere, they start creating layers of whatever. So an atmosphere will start being created. Okay? And now, once you have an atmosphere, you can introduce whatever you want. Because the biggest challenge to life on Mars is this. It has no atmosphere. So the planet interacts with radioactive whatever from space, because the sun is always emitting waves of radioactive whatever. Right? So it hits the planet directly. So once you have an atmosphere, right? And now the other thing you need to do is restart the planet's magnetism. You know, so make its core spin again. Polarize it. Now once you create that, now you can have a life. Okay, and you have to do the terraforming and the restart of the electromagnetic spheres around the planet simultaneously. Because if you do one before the other, if you create the atmosphere without the electromagnetic fields being in place, the atmosphere gets washed away. Okay, so it's all like we don't have the formula.
It's the application of it.
We have a crude one, and this is just brainstorming, right? Imagine if you actually sit down for about 10 years and try to figure out how to terraform like a planet.
You're gonna get shot down by the Anunnaki, man.
We all die. People die in bed. People die while taking shit. Okay? People die at birth. The point of life is do not worry about your death. Worry about your life. because you will die either way. Okay? Die doing something great. Don't die out of mediocre bullshit. Don't die from chasing a 9 to 5. Okay, like this.
And the body dies, you don't die. The body dies.
Exactly. You just move on.
You just don't come right back.
I don't want to come back here.
You want, if you do want to leave this existence, family, I showed you how to get out of it. You gotta be vibrating that delta.
Yup.
Your body's got, your soul's got to vibrate at
To avoid the soul catches.
Like cameras is telling, like cameras is telling about a magnetic field, the magnetic field wrapped around this planet. So if your soul is not in the magnetic field, you'll go straight through it. So you won't be able to be reborn in some morons who don't know. You might be born some Muslim motherfuckers that crazy as shit. You can be like, nah, your dad's gonna be my, your dad's gonna be the hardest nigga, and we a family of terrorists.
Oh, man.
Understand?
Allahu Akbar.
Hey, yo.
Oh, gone.
And so, you know, that's what Africans told you, don't fear death, that this is an illusion. So,
Yup.
understand, if you raise your vibration high enough, man, raise your vibration, if you want to get out of it. I got to get out of it this time. I know too much. I ain't coming back and have my memories. You know,
Swapped.
Listen.
Swapped.
Listen, Keith loves Dr. Peppers and popcorns too much to go. Anyway, Keith coming back right here for some more Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Peppers, Cameron, you like Dr. Pepper? Cameron, I had a Dr. Pepper in 2 months. That's all I've been drinking is water. I think Joey fucked me up with some goddamn manifesting. One day, and this is true, man, I don't got no discipline to stop no drinking those sodas and all of a sudden, I stopped drinking sodas 2 months ago. I thought I can't drink nothing but water. Like, what the fuck is going on? I started lifting weights again.
What?
I started just eating salads and
You heard that, right?
for 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Lift weights, my G.
Yeah.
Lift weights.
Nah, fuck
I
that.
never drink no fucking food. I don't give no Dr.
See,
I
why
don't
you
give
got-
no
Yeah.
damn Dr. Peppers and shit.
Yeah.
One day I just couldn't. One day I couldn't drink this shit. I said, what the fuck is going on? This shit too sugar. I can't drink this shit. What the fuck? That's what
Yeah,
I
sugar
Jordan,
is
I
not
said,
your
Jordan,
friend.
you been manifesting some bullshit on me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how much you be healthy? How much you be healthy? I ain't asked your ass to help me be no fucking healthy. Well, I can't drink my damn Dr. Peppers, goddammit.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
It's been 2 months. I'm over here. I'm like a kid. I ain't gonna lie.
We clap for you.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man.
What is going on? And y'all be know I got a house. Like a warehouse full of fucking Dr. Peppers and Sprites and all kind of shit. I can't even do that with them. I got like a warehouse full of fucking Dr. Peppers, Sprites, and Coca-Cola. God damn it.
Crazy, man. Crazy, man. As we're winding up the show, Keith's closing remarks are stay away from Dr. Pepper. Yeah. That's what's up. Kamlish.
Understand
Uh,
when the European got your mind, that's called, that's the mess with your psychology. It's about psychological war. So they also mess with your subconscious. So Africans now believe they're supposed to be poor and impoverished. And that creates your surroundings. You believe that shit. You believe in your fake hell and yeah, you're supposed to suffer. So that creates your surroundings. It's a mind game. Much love, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. Know what you want in life. Get the best out of every situation.
Yeah.
If you need to get a job for you to be able to employ yourself in the future, do that. Find a working map for you that guarantees that you will be your own man and you will be in charge of your life and your own fate. Till next Tuesday,
Yes,
it's
sir.
been the one and only Kamlish on the Black Kings frequency.
Yes, sir.
On the radio of the 21st century, the Black on Fire Network.
Sorry, fam, but eat that popcorn. You know, that's what that goes with water. My whole
Hey, man. We need to have
I need a whole bunch of fruits and vegetables.
we
A whole
need
bunch of fruits and vegetables. I got my goddamn Chinese monk or some shit around here.
We need to have a popcorn jar.
2 months I've been eating salads and pearls and drinking water. What the hell is going on?
Much love, man. HR the messenger, accomplish. I'll see you, Maze. Every Tuesday, every Thursday, coming your way on the Black King's Frequency.
Yeah.
On the Black Wood Fire Network.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll see you.
Don't be too alarmed if you see us. Don't be too alarmed if you see us terraforming certain rings.
Come on.
We are black. We are kings. So we stay royal.
Come on. Yes, sir.
Big money, big booty bitches, man, that shit gon' be there for me. Big problems, I must admit it, man, that shit gon' be there for me. I prayed to a C note, my mama gave a pope, I can't stand myself. I just bought